We are back for the last match of the day, and you will not believe the athleticism of these players you're about to see. Get ready for extreme entertainment as the Men's Pro Big Ball Finals are next here at the 65th USHA Four-Wall National Handball Championships. Village, Fountain Valley, California, where the machine, Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz, going up against Marco Chavez and G-Man, Gabino Velazquez, for this men's pro doubles big ball finals. As yours truly, Dave Vincent and Dave Fink, get ready to call the action here. It's a first at Los Caballeros Sports Village, bringing in the big ball players for the national championship with the United States Handball Association. And here we have our referee, Jesse Aranda, calling this match. Getting the first serve will be Gabino, alongside his partner, Marco Chavez.
Score 0, serving 0.
Dave Sampson warmed up for less than 30 seconds here. And no, he wasn't on an adjacent court warming up.
Screen ball, replay.
I think it's fair to say, Dave, that
0, serve 0.
big ball is the type of game that you warm up as you play. And fortunately for these guys, it'll be a very long match.
I don't know if it will. I just have the feeling that it could be short work.
Replay.
Sampson sold that hinder pretty well.
0, serve 0.
You know, Dave, these guys would likely be playing at a park in the vicinity today, but they'd be playing rally scoring to 12 points, which would take about 3 minutes. It's going to take them 3 minutes before anyone has 3 points here
0, serve 0.
with traditional side-out scoring.
Point. One, serve 0. Point.
You'll see a lot of that today. Samson Hernandez, the best stiff arm left kill
2, serve 0.
in the big ball game.
Yeah, he has a lot of exciting shots that he can make. He's a shot maker like Sean Lenning. He's also just absolutely powerful.
Second man. Two, serve 0.
Samson did advance to the final in Las Vegas just a couple weeks ago, Dave, in the first WPH outdoor stop, but couldn't have been too happy with his performance there,
0, serves 2.
as he scored just 3 points in 2 games against Juan Santos.
Second man. 0, serves 2. Side out.
Ricardo Ruiz has literally won as many
Two,
doubles
serve
titles
0.
as anybody that plays handball. Mainly, obviously, in big ball, but
Second man.
he is a double specialist.
2, serve 0. Side out. 2, 0, serves 2. Second man. Zero, serves 2. Side out.
Samson Arde with 3 kills in that left corner, 2 with his left hand and there 1 with his right.
2, serves 0.
Both these teams pushed to tiebreakers last night. Dave losing game number 1 before coming back and winning pretty easily in games 2 and 3.
Man. Two, serve 0. Side out.
Hernandez just dipping that ball into the front wall there.
0, serves 2.
It's been a while since we've seen Gabino on one of these live broadcasts.
That's true, he was injured all of last season. They call him the human highlight reel, Dave, much like Dominique Wilkins in basketball.
Easily one of the most exciting players to watch. Now, we haven't seen him get dirty in this tournament much. Hopefully we'll see some of that come out because he's like a gymnast in there.
Point.
Smart doubles play there from Gabino, who comes out and pins Samson Hernandez behind him.
1, serves 2.
And then no call from the referee.
Point. 2, serving 2.
There's the dive from Gabino.
Two, serving 2. Second man. 2, serving 2. No, replay. Hinderballs, 2, serving 2. No, replay. Hinderballs, 2, serving 2.
Dave, our referee has to have one of the strongest voices I've ever heard. He's been screaming for 5 hours, and his pitch is just as strong now as it was early this morning.
Oh, that's 5 hours, 6 consecutive days.
Mm-hmm.
But my contention with the referee yelling like that in a beautiful back wall kill shot from Marco Chavez is why? I mean, everything echoes. If he's doing it for the audience, there's a microphone there. He's certainly not doing it for the players. They can hear a whisper from up in that area.
3, serving 2. Point. 4, serving 2. Point.
Marco Chavez, Dave, going for the first, what would be the first ever
5, serving 2.
open doubles slam.
Point.
Of course, this event has not ever been held.
Marco Chavez and Gabino call or get a timeout here, and a time for Marcos probably to get a little bit more rest. I mean, he's literally been on the court for, what, 2.5 hours? but more about that unconventional slam, I think is what they call it, as we see
30
Tanisha
seconds.
Grooms, the women's #1 big ball player, sitting front row watching the action. Did not enter the small ball event this weekend. Kind of surprised that she didn't do it based on the fact that Venice Beach is coming up next weekend, which would give her a lot of practice or some practice with multiple
10
walls.
seconds. Time in. 6, serving 2.
Nice return kill from Ricardo Ruiz.
2, serving 6. Second man. 2, serving 6. Right out. 6, serving 2.
Swing and miss from Marco Chavez.
Second
It's
man.
half man here. First man out.
6, serving 2. Point. Seven, serving 2. Point. Eight, serving 2. Check it. Eight, serving 2.
8 consecutive points here, Dave, for Marcos and G-Man.
Oh, look at that flat rollout from Samson Hernandez.
2, serving 8.
Dave, after the return of serve in big ball doubles, you'll see
Point.
generally all 4 guys in front of that dotted line. Very much a front court game.
Yeah, it's after that initial serve you start seeing everybody migrate toward the front. That's why you're seeing a lot of balls going up to the roof to try to push everybody back. You wouldn't think that the ceiling ball would be used much, but you will find these guys utilize it.
Score is 3, serving 8. Take your time. we go. Replay. It's 3, serving 8.
Oh, nice kill shot there from Sampson, about
Point.
38 feet back.
4, serving 8. Second man.
Marco Chavez comes back with one
4,
of his
serving
own
8.
1-inch high kill shots.
Point. 5, serving 8.
Dave, do you feel that double scoring should be changed to something like 15?
Replay. 5, serving 8. Side out.
Gabino
8,
Velazquez
75.
here. That's right. That's the right score. Gabino looks back at his doubles partner to confirm.
Second
I
man.
don't know why Marco Chavez continues to hit all of his balls to
8, serving 5.
Sampson Hernandez, but
Check it. Take 2.
I say that because Sampson, clearly one of the greatest players of all time in the sport of big ball.
Point. 9, serving 5.
There's that athleticism from Gabino, keeping this rally going. Big back wall setup for Ricardo Ruiz, goes to the corner,
Side
gets
out.
it.
Five, serving 9.
And a little bit of
replay.
controversy here. Let's look at this replay.
Five, serving
Marcos
9.
clearly held up there. Oh, look at that shot from Marco Chavez. Cuts the
Second
ball
man.
in half, slices it down the left wall, gets half out. That was a
Five,
remarkable
serving 9.
shot.
Go, replay. Hinder ball. Five, serving 9. 6, serving 9. Side out.
Marco Chavez literally won that rally on his own there. This is the best 2 out of 3 to 21 tiebreaker, also, or actually played down to 11. Unfamiliar to this scoring is the normal big ball crowd, who plays a variety of different scoring formats.
9, serving 6.
3 games to 12, sometimes 1 game to 25. Rally scoring is often
Check
used.
it. Replay. 9, serving 6. Point. Ten, serving 6.
Oh, how unlucky for
Check it.
Marco Chavez, who hit the perfect
Check the
shot.
ball.
And David, just seemed like G-Man froze there. It didn't seem like it would be that hard to get out of the way there, but he couldn't.
Okay, here we go. 10, serving 6.
I think he was just a little confused.
Really? Confused about what exactly? Who hit the ball? I like that. Just a little confused.
You know, sometimes,
On you?
I heard this the
Him?
other day, and I've been a baseball fan for a long time, Dave. I heard that
I thought he got it.
someone
I
said
thought
that
he got it.
Alex Rodriguez, in his career as a batter, would just guess.
He's saying there was a
And
double
he was
bounce
the
on
best
Marco's
guesser
shot.
of all time, because he
I call it good.
would go up there and guess that there would be a fastball, and he would,
Everybody agrees.
you know, sometimes look really terrible
Point.
when he would get fooled. And sometimes these handball players, you're so far up front that you have to use your
11.
reactions as quick as absolutely possible, and you're
11,
guessing.
serving 6.
And when it doesn't happen, you just kind of freeze. You can't get out of the way, you can't move. You're sort of like your feet are in cement because you guessed it was going to be harder than it really was, and now
That was
you
a
look
side out.
kind of foolish.
It's 11. That was a point. That was a point. The score is 11, serving 6. Right out.
Nice underhand paddle kill shot, right-handed
6,
from
serving
Ricardo
11.
Ruiz.
Point.
This is game number 1 of the men's pro big ball doubles finals. Streaming live at WPHlive.tv, 4-Wall National Handball Championships with the United States Handball Association. Ricardo Ruiz is serving on the right-hand side.
7,
His partner is
serving 11.
Samson Hernandez.
Point.
If you're going to go for one of those shots, Dave, at
8, serving 11.
7-11 in the first game isn't a bad time for it, I suppose.
Look how quick those hands are from Samson.
Second men's 8, serving 11. Side out. 11, serving 8. Second man. 11, serving 8. Check it. Serving 8. Replay the ball. Hinder ball. 11, serving 8. Right out. 8, serving 11. Bounce. Didn't you? Check the ball, please. Timeout.
Timeout being called on the court here. Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz trying to get a few more points to at least tie the score. I guess there is no timeout.
Replay 8, serving 11.
Marcos now 3
Point.
errors from him in the last 5 minutes.
9, serving 11. Second man. 9, serving 11.
It's really not easy to do, Dave, going from a small ball game over to big ball. There is an adjustment to be made, and Marcos has made it pretty quickly here, regardless of those 3 errors.
Point. Ten, serving 11.
And after a pretty slow start for Team Ruiz, they're back in this first game.
Slid.
Ball slid.
Slid. The ball slid.
And Dave, as predicted, there are just as many people in the stands now as there were in any of the previous matches, to include yesterday's men's final.
Get out.
There's a wide kill there from Marco Chavez.
Serving 10. Check it. Serving 10. Second man. 11, serving 10. Right out. Time out. 10, serving 11.
Not surprised by the big crowds, Dave, but little surprised by how quiet the crowd has been. They've cheered for the last shot, but they
10
haven't
to 11.
done what I thought they would do, which would be to cheer during the shot, which seems to be a little bit more accepted outside when any form of handball is played outside. But here, following the rules, it's a national championship where they've
30 seconds.
allowed the big ball game to be part of the national championships for the first time this year here at Los Cab, which we're excited to see.
Time in. Let's go. Time in. Time in. Time in. Scores 10, serving 11. Point. 11 serves 11.
Look at that dig right there from Cabino. Another dig from Cabino. A little hinder, no call. Flat rollout, Marco Chavez, and the crowd gets behind it. And now you see a little bit of arguing from Samson Hernandez and Ricardo
11,
Ruiz.
serving 11.
It's an often sight when they play together.
Point. 12, serving 11. Point.
Now finally taking the lead.
13, serving 11.
Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz for the first time in quite some time.
Point. Fourteen, serving 11. Point. 15, serving 11.
Some pretty fast scoring here for Samson and Ricardo.
Point.
Look at that shot, down to one knee. Samson Hernandez is trying to get this thing over with in 5 seconds.
16, serving 11. Under ball, replay. 6. 16, 7-11. Point. Seventeen, 7-11. Point.
Is this just a case here, Dave, of Marcos running out of gas a little bit?
18, 7-11.
It's a case of Samson Hernandez deciding that he wants to play like I thought he would to start the match.
Well, remember,
Very inspired. But Marcos
Split.
is also starting
Ball
to run out of
split.
steam just a little
Replay.
bit. Samson's picking it up like we've seen him do before.
18, 7-11.
And Ricardo Ruiz also playing lights out as well on some amazing gets.
Point. He said there was a slide on the wall when he hit the ball. I didn't see a slide. Nobody's seen the slide. It's a point. It's 19, 7-11. Replay the ball.
and Dave, since
Hinder.
G-Man got confused on that ball that hit him when Marcos passed Samson on the
19,
left,
7-11.
it's been lights out for
Yeah, it's
Team
completely different
Chavez.
game. Yeah, completely different now.
Point.
And everybody on Team Chavez is missing the same sort of way, right into the ground.
Yeah.
20, 7-11.
There it is, first game going to Ricardo Ruiz and Samson Hernandez, and we're going to take a
Big
quick
five.
5-minute break. We'll be back in just a bit for game number 2 of the Men's Pro Big Ball Doubles. For Dave Fink, my name is Dave Vincent. Stick around here at the USHA 4-Wall National Handball Championships as we will take a break at WPHLive.tv.
Get Remarkable Clean with non-toxic and biodegradable Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. Safe for all washable surfaces, Simple Green can be used indoors and out. Keep your home and our world clean with Simple Green.
Edel is the full brand. We make everything. We're a brand. We represent handball athletes. We represent the sport of handball in our attitude, in our imagery, in what we say and how we communicate. This is what I love about handball. It's hyper athletic, it's combative. You know, it's just one man versus another and their body and their mind versus another body and mind. It's the battle. I mean, I love the battle. To play handball, you have to have a ton of heart. You know, you have to have a will to win, extraordinary athleticism. So that's why I love the game. One of the things that really sets us apart is our desire, number one, to grow the sport of handball and attract new players to the sport. We believe that with the right brand, partnered with the right pros, these guys are incredible athletes and they're Team Edel, and together we're promoting the sport of handball. Our number one mission is to grow the sport. Our number two mission, but is just as important, is to make premium handball equipment that improves the performance of handball athletes. The WPH is putting handball on the map on an international and national level, showcasing the pros the way that we want to showcase the pros. When people see pro handball athletes in action, they're going to want to play this sport.
Since 1979, Tucson Rolling Shutters has manufactured energy-saving products to fit your lifestyle. Our rolling shutters are the ultimate in energy savings, security, and comfort. Our exterior solution screens reduce energy costs by protecting your home from the sun's harmful heat and glare. We ship our products to authorized dealers all across North America. For a dealer near you or to become a dealer, see our website, TucsonRollingShutters.com.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams?
Here.
Michael Adams.
Michael Adams.
Students who miss 18 days of school in any grade risk falling behind and not graduating. Absences add up. Keep track at boostattendance.org today.
Get a remarkable clean with non-toxic and biodegradable Simple Green all-purpose cleaner. Safe for all washable surfaces, Simple Green can be used indoors and out. Keep your home and our world clean with Simple Green.
We are back here for game
Score
number 2.
0, serving 0.
USHA 4-wall National Handball Championships Men's Pro Double Stickball Finals. With Ricardo Ruiz and Samson Hernandez taking game number 1.
Right out.
Scoring 16 of the final 17 points, in fact, to take
0,
game number
serve
1.
0. Slide, hold the ball. Zero, serve 0. Second man. 0, serve 0. Slide. Zero, serve 0. Point.
You know, Dave, Ricardo Ruiz is an exceptional small ball 4-wall
1,
player,
serve
but
0.
he just doesn't play. We used to talk about him before Shorty Ruiz, his other brother, started qualifying on the Pro Tour. And we all know how good Samson Hernandez is at 4-wall small ball.
Point. Two, serve 0. Point.
Another point there. Marco Chavez goes to that left front kill.
3, serve 0. Point.
Much the way that Team Chavez did in game 1, they're off to a good start.
4, serve 0.
Dave, are you a little amazed to see Samson Hernandez go to the roof as much as he is?
Well, I've seen Samson play four-wall big ball quite a bit. And uses the roof because he's strong enough to get the ball to the roof and bring it all the way back to the back wall. People may not realize just how hard you have to hit that big ball to the ceiling to make it come all the way to the back wall. Very similar to hitting the small ball to the roof in 3-wall, where you really have to drive it hard to get it into those back bleachers that are usually 20 or 30 feet behind the back line.
6, serve 0.
Beautiful shot there from Marco Chavez.
Timeout.
Now finding themselves up 7-0 here. And a frustrated Ricardo Ruiz gets that timeout and he exits the court as fast as possible. You're watching the men's big ball pro doubles final. A lot of familiar faces there in the crowd, Dave, for fans of outdoor big ball 3-wall action. See Fast Eddie talking to Ricardo Ruiz. You could hold a whole tournament and just go by acronyms and monikers and nicknames, and half the group wouldn't know what you're talking about and the other half would know exactly what you're referring to. Still working on a nickname for Dave Fink. That is arable.
The door. Door. Thank you. 7, serving 0. Point.
Point, another point here for Team Chavez. Now dominating 8-0.
8, serve 0.
I think, Dave, you could make the case that there's almost never a reason to call a hinder or a screen in big ball.
8, serve 0.
Well, even though that one looked like an obvious screen, I could really see being in the court not calling it if you were a player.
Yeah.
Everybody knew where the ball was going to go. The ball travels slow, and you have plenty of time to pick it up. Nice dig right there from the G-man.
Replay. Oh, no, no. Side out. Side out. Zero, serving 8.
Oh, look at that get from the G-man.
That's what you've been waiting for, Dave. Some of those high-flying G-man acrobatics.
1, serving 8.
Really thought it would happen more, but with the use of the ceiling going to the back wall, you're not seeing a lot of it.
G-Man telling me this morning that he wants to be known as a shot maker as he reinvents himself on the WPH Outdoor Tour, not just simply a high-flying acrobat. He said you'll see some cartwheels and somersaults, but for the most part it's going to be ground and pound going for kills.
Well, we're yet to see him actually enter an event on the Big Ball Tour.
Check it, thank you.
There was some talk that he didn't like his seating at his last event. Hasn't been seen since.
That's how you handle things.
Well, you always say if you don't like it, don't play.
Right. No, that's what I say. That's how you handle it.
It sounded sarcastic though, and it shouldn't have been.
All in the way. It's all in the way you say it.
Yeah.
Sampson calling for a slide, not going to get it.
But Sampson will win this rally, and we'll see if he still wants that slide.
Tight out. Serving 2.
Sampson not directly arguing with the referee, just sort of yelling what he needs to say to the floor. I think our referee is used to having conversations where one of the people he's talking to is usually looking at the floor.
8, serving 2. Service. Second man. Serving 2. Side out. 2, serving 8.
This game is very similar to the first one.
Replay.
Ricardo Ruiz looking up at the referee during his follow-through there.
Well, Marcos gave him the shot, and Ricky hit it into Marcos,
2, serving 8.
and then once an avoidable. Look at those amazing hands from Sampson Hernandez. How in the world does he get that ball?
Point.
Thank goodness. Literally, Gabino wins that rally, and somehow Sampson Hernandez gets over there to not only get it, but also put it in a perfect spot. And here's a replay, Dave. There's Ricky that goes to the floor. In slow motion, it doesn't look as good as that
3,
one that
serving 8.
was in fast motion in real time, because Gabino knew that he had Sampson out of position.
You had 2. It's 3. 3, serving 8. Second man. It's 3, serving 8. Point.
Much like we saw in that first game, Team Hernandez
4,
charging
serving
back
8.
after a slow start. Wow.
Point. Five, serving 8. Point. Six, serving 8.
You know, Dave, when Samson Hernandez decides that it's clampdown time, very much like
Point.
Sean Lenning and Luis Moreno and other guys that have had those similar results,
7,
it's very
7-8.
difficult to win a rally.
Point. Eight, serving 8. Point. 9, serving 8. Point. 10, serving 8. Replay. Ten, serving 8. Point. 11, serving 8. Replay. It's 11, serving 8.
You know, David, this match was only played to 7 points. Marcos and Gabino would have already won.
Point.
12 straight points, though, for the machine
Timeout.
and the Downey kid.
Seconds. Ten seconds.
That was the fastest 20 seconds I've ever experienced, Dave.
Time in. Time in. 12, serving 8. Point. Thirteen, serving 8. Replay. Check it. Thirteen, serving 8.
Make that 14 straight points now, Dave, for Hernandez and Ruiz.
14, serving 8.
Remember, they
it's
scored.
so identical to the first game, Dave.
Remember, they scored 16 of the last 17 points in game number 1.
Side out. 8, serving 14. I didn't see a slide. Did you see a slide? You saw a slide. Going to replay it.
Yeah, obviously.
8, serving 14.
Yeah. We don't normally pick up every slide ball on this video screen that we have, but that was obvious.
Nine, serving 14. Second man. 9, serving 14. Point. Ten, serving 14.
Maybe not the right time there for G-Man to go for that tap kill.
14, serving 10. Point. 15, serving 10. Replay ball. Screen. It's 15, serving 10.
Marcos with an
Slide.
easy miss there.
Replay. 15, serving 10. Point. 16, serving 10. Marcos got it. Did Marcos get it? Second man. 16, serving 10. Point. Seventeen, serving 10. Right out. Ten, serving 17.
You know, yesterday, Dave, Juan Santos, who's arguably the best big ball player in the game of three-wall outdoor play, and his partner, El Hombre, Alfredo Morales, they took Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz
10,
to a
serving
tiebreaker.
17. Replay, slide. 10, serving 17. Point. Eleven, serving 17. Point.
Beautiful rally there. Set up by that flop shot from Marco Chavez, closed out with a paddle
12,
underhand
serving
right
17.
side sliding kill shot from G-Man. Starting to see some acrobats here. Big setup for Sampson.
Second man.
G-Man appreciated that wide corner kill from
12, serving
Ricky
17.
Ruiz.
I always hated that when your opponent would come up to you and try to slap your hand after they made a good shot.
Side out. 17 serves 12.
They usually slapped him back with a fist.
You do know how to take a compliment.
Marcos, is he okay here? Did he hurt his ankle, Dave?
Well, it looked like his back might have tightened up a little bit there.
I mean, he's only been on the court for 6 straight hours. I mean, I don't know what injury a person could get under those conditions. I know, according to you, nobody ever gets tired. Oh, yeah. That's a scary one because there's wetness on the floor there and he hyperextended himself. It actually is one of those injuries that you think you did something horribly wrong and you end up just kind of straining yourself, but it feels like it's going to be worse than it really is. Watch how he hyperextends to the right of the screen here and slides right there.
Point. 18, serving 12.
That could have been really scary, Dave.
Fortunately, though, it wasn't.
Worse off, we'd have to see Marcos buy a
Oh, replay the
Kobe
ball.
Bryant
Winner ball.
Nike boot to go over his cast.
Well, hopefully it wouldn't be red because I know how you feel about him wearing red.
18 serves 12.
Just here to observe and report.
Yeah.
I guess you don't want me to.
So, second man.
Now, they won't clean that up.
Check it.
Not asking for a towel at all. Marco said, I learned my lesson. So Marco Chavez looks like within 3 points here, he could be denied the first ever double slam at a national championship.
We want to thank Chris Garrad and Linda Manning for their unbelievable work here this weekend, Dave. It sounds like a broken record, but these two are just incredible. They're here at dawn, they leave after dusk. They just never stop working, and they enable the entire
18,
world
serving 12.
to watch this amazing handball
Short.
action.
You make it seem like they're vampires, that
Second
work
serve.
schedule they have.
Well, I don't
Chris
like
is kinda
scary
pale.
movies. Yeah.
Chris is kind of pale. Oh, look at that shot. I want to thank you,
Point.
Dave, for your work, your continued reporting, which I know that you've got hours and hours
19,
of more
serving
reporting
12.
to do after this match ends.
Actually, this match was written about this morning. It's going right according to plan.
Side out.
You'll be seeing that boiler in likely less than 3 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
12, serving 19.
Can't wait to do more work back here.
Back here being right next to me.
Well, behind you back here. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't like to sit next to you anymore.
Yeah.
Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz up and only need 2 more points, and yet they're still yelling at each other.
13, serving 19.
Should be a huge setup for Samson.
Second man.
It will be
13,
nice
serving
not
19.
broadcasting, looking at the back of your head.
Laid out. 19, serving 13.
Look at Samson Hernandez.
Second man.
What is going on here?
Second man. Score. Timeout.
I think Chavez is going to savor this moment just a little bit. Let's look at a
Timeout.
replay there if we could, Chris. I know that you're sharpening your teeth for later tonight, but very rarely do you see a team leading like this, so upset. Marco's playing with the crowd there. Samson really mad.
Just a really easy shot right here. The crowd started laughing, and when he made an incredible shot, he started laughing, and just they're going back and forth.
20 seconds.
This is what I believe the 2 most dominant big ball doubles players in the game have split the handball sheets. This is the first time we've seen them partnering up again in Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz, and this is the main reason why they broke up. Is they won everything, but they constantly were fighting with each other during the process of all that winning.
19,
now you can see it's starting to get a little bit to both of them here.
They teamed up last week in La Miranda to win a park tournament. And that's a terrible miss there for Marcos Chavez.
Oh, the crowd would have gone nuts if Marcos would have made that.
20, serving 13.
This could be it. National championship trophy could be going to Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz.
Wow.
There it is. They do get it on the most creative shot of the actual championship here from Samson Hernandez. Dave, that wraps up this national championship here. As we look at that replay, Samson Hernandez and Ricardo Ruiz win the first ever big ball 4-wall national handball championship trophy with the USHA in Fountain Valley, California. As we are going to wrap up this live broadcast, do appreciate all of those that have tuned in, but those that made it possible: the President's Club, USHA members, sponsors, WPH Board of Directors, Chris, Garad, Linda Manning, as you named before. Dave, I want to thank you for your constant reporting. I know we have more of that television work and stuff to do, but I appreciate the hard work this weekend. And anything you'd like to say to wrap up the show here, or are we just going to take the headphones off?
Let's just take them off, Dave. Thank you, as always, for all of your great work, amazing production and post-production, pre-production work that you do. And we'll look forward to reuniting in August for the World Championships.
All right, let's go to that on-court presentation. We'll let Vern Roberts, the executive director of the USHA, give this speech, and then just go ahead and close out the show, Chris.
Bringing the community together actually is showing something to small ball players, and you guys are getting this now. And congratulations to the first national champions of big ball 4-wall. Congratulations, guys.
This was our Southern California Regional Board member's idea, Tom Martinez. The board approved it. Tom? It wasn't only Tom's idea. He went out and he raised some prize money for you guys. So come see me afterwards for your checks. Keith's going to get you pictures. But first, Ricardo, great 4-ball player, great 3-ball player, big ball player, small ball player. Great match today.
Thank you, thank you. I want to thank everybody that came through, and I want to thank the USHA for having us, and just thanks to everyone that came out.
Thank you, Ricardo. Samson, you had a tough one last night playing Juan. You guys have been going back and forth in singles outside. You guys have been chopping up all the big ball players, and you guys were like, nobody knew about you till big ball became in the mainstream outside with the tournaments. It's great to have you inside, great to have you outside. Always a pleasure to watch you play. Overpowering in there. Very impressive today.
Well, I want to just say thank you to the big ball community and small ball and WPH. They're the ones that pretty much get us out there all the time. And Tom Martinez for bringing 4-wall big ball. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody, for your support. We'll see you again. And congratulations to the very first USHA National 4-Wall Big Ball Champions. Congratulations, guys. Get you outside. You're going to take the pictures outside, give them some fresh air.